Some might suggest, of course, that Meghan Markle a lot of the times resembles Casper the Ghost. She's that pale. But now, with a brand new mega publicity blitz ahead, is it time to break out the bronzer once again? As ever, let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. We'll have a wave. You all right? A lot of people are asking me what is the statue. It is, of course, Emily Pankhurst, who was, well, kind of what a sort of figurehead, I suppose, would be the word, wouldn't it? But there were so many other ladies, of course, in that midst also. It wasn't just that particular lady, but she was seen as a leader to get the vote for the ladies. Rightly so, absolutely. You got that. But what's interesting here is, as we can see, that now there's a brand new publicity blitz looming ahead for the former royal known as Meghan Markle, sometime cable TV actress, and of course the Duchess of Sussex. I love the way they announce these visits as if it's a major royal event. They're not royal, they're just micro celebrities clinging on to a Netflix deal. But as you can see, you know, with Meghan, everything's about Meghan. She didn't want to bother with the Invictus Games, we told you about that, but this, you know, is all about her, because as she revealed during that now defunct flop podcast of hers, Archetypes, well, apparently she's 43% Nigerian. Who would have known? Absolutely. Now, I don't know about you, I've yet to see this proof. You know, we've only got Meghan's word so far. I've not seen any documentation of this, and again, one might suspect that this is a rather opportune moment, as you can imagine. Harry, though, apparently is thrilled because they could be looking to try and host the Invictus Games at some point. That if he's still involved, of course, that's all teetering on the brink as well. What isn't with the Sussexes? But what's interesting here, what a lot of people haven't pointed out, is that, well, there could be three of them. That's right, because apparently it's not just Meghan and Harry, but Doria could be on the sort of, how should we say, the guest list also. Now, this would make perfect sense to me. If anybody really would like to look at their heritage, why not her? But then suddenly, why the payment of the government, as it were, of that particular country? This is what you get via an association to the wonderful British monarchy. You milk the gravy train dry, even though you keep attacking it on various forms. And Harry, too dim to realise this, clearly. Now, Meghan would never have been invited on this particular quest without her association. And even though, of course, they described it wrongly, and him wrongly, as His Royal Highness, they don't care. They're just excited that they will come along. Now, of course, what's interesting here is that Meghan herself, as you can see, normally has 50 shades of colour. It doesn't matter what event she's going for, she decides on the colour that she's going to paint herself. And I don't care what people say, nobody needed to turn up that dark for that particular event in Manchester. It looked ridiculous. She knew it, but of course it got what she wanted, attention. So all eyes will now be on the threesome if, of course, Doria is allowed out of the compound. Perhaps she's looking after those children that we truly never see. But either way, Nigeria is looking forward to welcoming, yes, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, sometime cable TV actress, and the mother too. Fascinating to think what you can get, isn't it, when you marry into the world's most famous family. New Sean, Parliament, London.